Good morning. Welcome to the Church of the Holy Trinity in Juneau, Alaska. Welcome and thank you for joining with us in worship. This is the 24th Sunday following the Pentecost, the second to last Sunday of Ordinary Time, the next to last Sunday of the ecclesiastical year. I don't know about you, but I'm ready. I'm ready to see the tail end of this year. If the church says we don't need to wait until January, I'm on board with that. Certainly, I understand that simply tearing off a calendar page isn't going to extricate us from all the complicated struggles and problems which are besetting us. In many ways, this year-end feeling is one of anticipation of end times. Maybe that's it, the feeling at last we are arriving at the moment when things can change. It could be as simple as the tagline on that email I just received from the Reverend Dr. Joyce Perry Moore. A little verse from Emily Dickinson. Hope is the thing without feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. More likely, it was the conversation with Joyce that perked me up. She came up with an audacious request that the Church of the Holy Trinity might adopt two people from St. James Parish in Kent, where she is rector. What's really involved is that we, one or more representatives from our church, would show two travelers from St. James around Juneau over the length of a short visit. Sure, we will. We do that many times over in a normal summer, and there is the kernel of the thing. For she specified, of course, this will only happen in the spring or summer when things are safe again. Oh, hope. There is the thought that takes wing, that we might fly over the troubled landscape to the time when things are safe again. Oh, the dream and wonder of a new year. A time of safety and song for the do-over we have coming, the mulligan of grace and beauty. Of course, we will welcome a pair of visitors into that remembered space with joy. Yes. But remember the words of the tune, the psalm that begins, "To you I lift up my eyes, to you enthroned in the heavens, as the eyes of servants look to the hand of their masters, and the eyes of a maid to the hand of her mistress." Maybe Emily was onto something when she said, hope sings the tune without the words. Because those words betray a relationship between servant and master or mistress, which is not entirely easy. But eyes watching with anxiety to see just what may come next from the raised hand of that person in charge. And in that uncertainty, the psalmist sings, have mercy upon us, O Lord, have mercy, for we have had more than enough of contempt, too much of the scorn of the indolent rich and the derision of the proud. Our hope can become tainted by the experience of abuse. This is especially true from abuse at the hands of those who have authority in our lives, especially the parents and surrogates and teachers we suffered in our youth. And that dread may be called up even after we've gained responsibility for our own moral authority, called up by the misconduct of employers or civic or religious leaders. So our eyes look to the Lord our God, according to the words of the psalm, until he shows us his mercy. Therefore, have mercy upon us, O Lord, have mercy, for we have had more than enough of contempt, too much of the scorn of the indolent rich and of the derision of the proud. Oh, yes, Joyce, send them. Send the gracious guests of the spring and summer. You may put us in charge of a few things which lie comfortably within our talents. Perhaps a walk together on a favorite trail or a stroll on a beach, maybe a ride out on our boats to see the whales, or a little time fishing, or a dive deep into the depths of the State Museum. Oh, joy to sing again and to hope wordlessly. And remember the grace of your love, for we have had more than enough of contempt and too much of the scorn of the indolent rich and the derision of the proud. Have mercy upon us, O Lord, have mercy. We have more than enough. Protect us from the fearful distortion of our own harsh thoughts, lest in our fear we give power to our harsh inner man and fall before one who will reap where he did not sow and gather where he did not scatter seed. Have mercy upon us, O Lord. Have mercy, for we do have more than enough. Protect us from the fearful distortion of our own harsh words, lest in our fear we hide your abundance in the ground, taking from those who have nothing, so even what they have is taken away. Have mercy on us, O Lord, have mercy. For indeed we have more than enough. Protect us from the fearful distortion of our own harsh feelings, lest in our fear we harden our hearts to the needs of others and wander alone into the outer darkness, where we are weeping and gnashing our teeth. Oh, joy to sing again and to hope wordlessly and to remember the grace of your love. To you we lift our eyes, and you are gracious and steadfast in your loving kindness. Oh, joy to hear again and to walk together through difficulty and to remember the abundance of your love. To you we lift the talents you give that they multiply in your loving kindness. Oh, joy, Lord, to see again that you have given us more than enough. Open our hearts with compassion set free, gratitude that sits in the soul and sings your tune, the word of love, creation, the abundance of your love that never stops at all.